that one's humble pie. Greetings, and welcome to the second installment of our series, Could Nate Do the Gig? But let's roll the intro. As drummers, we've probably all got our dream gigs. The artists we fantasize about playing with, in front of throngs of adoring fans. But what if you actually got the call? Could you do the gig? Could you learn the music, then perform it at the highest level? Under pressure, night after night? Today, we're asking that question about a band I became fast friends with when I did a joke video last year about recording brushes along with some metal classics. I'm talking, of course, about Periphery. It's a situation that happened in real life to one Mr. J.P. Bouvet.
My friend Matt Halpern just called and asked if I could sub for a Periphery gig this weekend.
So I'm going to jump into that exact same scenario, except with me, it's fictitious. Because they're not really asking me to. Anyway, I'm also going to make it easier on myself by learning only 3 of Periphery's most popular tunes instead of an entire set's worth. But in every other important respect, it's exactly the same. Today on 80/20, could I do the gig with Periphery? Stay tuned. And dudes, just to let you know, there will be a lot of beats you're going to want to transcribe in this lesson. The beats of the great Matt Halpern, and I'm here to let you know you don't need to transcribe those yourself. We'll have a free workbook for you with all those transcriptions. Just click the link below the player and enter your email address and we'll send it right to you. All right, on to the lesson.
This next song is called Prayer Position.
To set the scene, we're going to imagine ourselves in JP's shoes. A set at Knotfest in Mexico, and I've only got a week to learn the material. This is actually the gig JP subbed for. And in our scenario, Matt Halpern, JP, Matt Garska, and a million other qualified drummers are unavailable. So the call falls to us. But instead of an entire set, it's just 3 tunes. But we still have to nail the figures and arrangements, and play things with a convincing amount of energy and assertiveness. And if there's a signature fill somewhere, we better at least have a decent substitute, because otherwise metal fans be like... So let's choose 3 songs to learn. The first is easy because it's the clip from JP's video, Marigold. It's not a ball buster, but it does have some odd meter stuff, and it's an anthem. For the second song, we're choosing another one JP played, which made me want to go to school, so I could hide under a desk. It's called Prayer Position. And while it's not out of the grid, it has a formidable amount of stuff to learn, and all of it has to rock and be clean. So formidable that after Prayer Position, I'll need a rest tune. And the song Satellites fits the bill. Mellow, contemplative, until the math section. But that's not until the end, so I have a few minutes to catch my breath. Then, who knows? I mean, what do people do at these festivals? Get body paint thrown on me and take a metric ton of...
What is going on right now?
Unlike Erica, with Periphery, what you see is pretty much what you get. The tunes are challenging for every reason you'd think they were challenging if you heard them and you'd never played drums. Yes, there are some subtleties, but there are also a lot of unsubtleties. Think you could sub in Periphery? You can join the challenge too. Just record your own cover of your favorite Periphery tune and post it to Instagram with the hashtag 8020challenge. Now, let's get into it. For each of these songs, as I present them in the video, I'm going to do a before take and an after take. Let's start with Marigold since it's probably the most famous. As usual, I'll grab a clip, then go over to my friends at Moises.ai to remove the drums from the song. The free version does the first 5 minutes of the song, which, for Marigold, is plenty. As before, if you want more details about exactly how I record these drum covers, just click this video here. Let's listen to my first playthrough of Marigold. Marigold starts in 7/8 with this beautiful violin thing. There's a bar of 4, then the drums are in. Let's see how I did on the groove for the verse. Next, there's the chorus, where there are figures and a cool halftime beat on the crash cymbal. That's basically all the stuff to learn for the tune, except this floor tom thing that occurs twice with variation. End of the day, I think the metalheads will be judging whether I play like I mean it. Which means sticks over my head and some f***ing attitude, instead of looking like I'm scared of the drums. Anyway, let's break down the major beats from Marigold. What makes this beat different than your standard 7/8 though, which might be like 5, 6, 7... is that it's sort of felt in halftime. 5, 6, 7... and then you've got that variation between the first half and the second half. So the first half... ish, and the second half, the rim shot comes on the upbeat. So 5, 6, 7. So whole thing, 5, 6, 7. With shades of gray, but that's basically the verse beat. In the second chorus, they start alternating a bar 7 and a bar 4, so that'll sound like this. 5, 6, 7. The two other beats we want to mention here are the pre-chorus, where there's basically a figure that you're just filling around. So you can play it like it's a big band figure, except with backbeats. 3, 4. And those are the Marigold beats. Well, that was cathartic. Marigold was fun to do after prayer position. It's a good return to baseline. Feels really, really good. Hopefully it sounds good. Now let's check the final take to see how I did. I'll fast forward to some of the key parts for time, but if you want to check the whole recording, I've linked it below the player. And just a reminder, if you want to record your own cover of Marigold, you can post it to Instagram with the hashtag 8020challenge to be sure I'll see it. Now, I'm going to give you the beef. Fucking prayer position. Hot damn. This is from their album Periphery 3, Select Difficulty. I first heard this through Nolly's playthrough video, but it is a bear. So let's tackle this beast. As with Marigold, I did a practice take, which I'm going to give a listen, then do it for real. But as we listen, let's talk about what makes this tune so difficult. From the start, there are figures to catch in the kick drum. Throughout the verse, you're outlining the shape made by the guitar and bass, while keeping the backbeat. Another day, pulls me down to my knees and holds the gun to my fucking head. Then there's the chorus, with a little 5-note polyrhythm. At the end, there's this other section where you have to play this along with the band. And finally, there's the outro. Now, let's break down the major grooves in this tune. Prayer position has more than I'm going to be able to show you in kind of a 1-minute breakdown. Just as an example, in the very opening to the tune, you have that ba-da-da-ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. So instead of just playing, I'll show you what the figure is. So 3, 4. Etc. When you get into the verse, it's the same thing. There's a guitar and bass line, and Matt Halpern's hitting the figures there. This tune resists cramming because you have to basically memorize all the guitar and bass lines throughout. Now, there are two elements I really like about it. One is a sort of signature Matt Halpern fill you hear at the end of verse 2. And the other is the crazy displaced math triplet thing in the breakdown. And I made another video that's specifically about those two things. You can check it out here for greater depth. Anyway, among other reasons, that's what makes prayer position so difficult to play. Once I'd done a once-over and fixed any major things, I hit record for take 2. All right, that one's humble pie. Humble pie, you guys. Just as we did before, I'm going to give you a few quick cuts so you can see how I did. I give you prayer position.
To my knees and holds the gun to my fucking head. Guess I lived this life down it all. Down it all. Take away misery tomorrow. Shine the light in this steaming glow. Take away misery.
Did you dig this one? Could I do the gig? Why or why not? Leave your comments below. And remember, you guys can participate. Think you could do the gig? Record your best version, then post it to Instagram with the hashtag 8020challenge. Now it's time for the final song of this Periphery challenge. Satellites, the slow tune. The We're Gonna Slow It Down tune. But it's not your average slow tune. It's got the anthem section like Coldplay. Then after that, it's got the math metal section like Tigran. Are you kidding me? I thought this one was gonna be easy. Anyway, let's check out my first take and talk through what makes it so difficult. For the first 2/3 of the song, we're back in pocket territory, where the primary challenge is not playing anything super technical, but just catching the hits on this spacey groove and making it feel good. Then it goes from MTV Unplugged to MTV Plugged. If you're not a metalhead but you're a fusion nerd like me, think of a knee-body song like The Line. You're hitting the figures and trying not to rush. Then, God willing, the math metal. Let's cut to the kit to explain the drum parts, because I want to show you the math thing, which is this. 3, 4. So how to explain that in a hurry? It's a 3-note pattern, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that cycles against the backbeat and it resets every 2 bars. And it starts on the and of 1 at the beginning of the phrase. So 3, 4. So that's the first 2 bars. And then after that, it shifts ahead 1/16. So the first note of that 3-note pattern is happening on the E. So da 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 da. It then shifts to the downbeat. 3, 4. And then finally, it shifts to the last 16th of the bar. So 3, 4, ba ba da 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 ba. So I'll play the whole thing for you again a little bit slowly. It'll be transcribed for you if you want to learn it. So 3, 4. And that's the Tigran-esque math metal breakdown at the end of Satellite. With that out of the way, let's check my second take of this tune and see how I did. Take it.
The rest of the set is at least in sloppy playable condition, I think.
So let's sum it up. Could you do the gig with Periphery? This was a totally different challenge than Erica, because instead of being in the wheelhouse and being about subtleties, this one was about stepping into a genre I don't usually play, and still figuring out how to make music. And also subtleties. Damn. And if you think all this was for show, it wasn't for show. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this one, please like and subscribe, and leave a comment below letting me know how I did. And just a reminder, you can download the complete transcription for all the beats I show in this lesson by clicking the link below. Dudes, it's been real. Always enjoy these. See you again real soon in another lesson of the week. I don't want to be Rocky Balboa. I'm not trying to be the guy like breaking legs. Just want everybody to be nice. Why can't we just be nice? Am I narrating? In the second chorus, they start alternating a bar. In the second chorus, they start alternating a bar. In the second chorus, they start